I'll most likely be unable to meet your challenge since,
That's all
like I
right.
said, I've been, I've been taking my wife to the hospital and accompanying her, and now we're alive. So
Yeah.
now that is, well, actually you don't. So good for you.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm back on the wagon.
that's good.
Woo-hoo-hoo, back on the wagon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Victor.
Does that not mean off the wagon?
Yeah, I drink on camera, so everyone thinks I'm drunk all the time.
Yeah.
That's the way the internet works,
Hmm.
Anything you do on camera, porn artists, porn actors, that's all they do. They just have sex.
I believe it.
They don't have time to go to the bank.
So 1 minute though. No, on the wagon means that you're sober, and off the wagon means that you're drinking. So which is it?
I fell off the wagon. So I'm back on the wagon. Which means
So you started drinking, and then you
I fell off the wagon.
started drinking again.
Oh, I got the thing.
Yeah, turn your speakers off.
Yeah, sorry. There we go.
Turn your speakers off.
Hold on. I fell off the wagon means I'm drinking again, right?
That's right. On the wagon means you're sober. You fell off the wagon means that it's you're drinking.
Yeah, but you also fall off the wagon.
The dragon.
Falling off the dragon seems like a mistake. So I want to say I'm jumping off. I'm jumping off the wagon. I'm jumping off the wagon.
I'm jumping off the wagon. Good on you.
I'm not falling. It wasn't a mistake. No, it wasn't a mistake. I'll tell you what happened was Yoko, my wife, wanted to. She said, "Let's take a break from drinking." I said, "Okay." She said, "Let's take a break for like a month." I said, "Okay." And whatever. I'm pretty flexible. So she wanted to stop, so I said, so I stopped. And then she suddenly said one day, "Okay, let's start again." But it had only been 11 days. So.
Yeah. No, yeah, you get to our age, we need a bit more time to recharge, don't we?
I think 11 days is a pretty good amount of time of drinking no alcohol. But it was funny because usually we throw away our cans and bottles, and we usually have a couple of wine bottles and a couple dozen cans of beer. But this last few weeks, we've had nothing on Wednesday night, which is can and wine bottle day. Hey, is my T-shirt backwards to you guys?
No, it is the correct way. It's because it's a hangout. Have you never noticed that?
When I'm looking at it, I see it backwards.
Well, it looks perfect to me.
Oh, that's weird. All right. Anywho, so there we go. So that's what's been happening with me. As you know, well, actually, yeah, you do know. We've been trying to have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically, been spending my time doing that. If you get my drift.
In the words of Rodney Dangerfield, the best thing about kids is making them.
Yes. And unfortunately, he's dead now. But
well, there you go. He obviously made too many.
Who are? I would like to see who Rodney Dangerfield. Do you actually know who he is? I mean, was he popular in New Zealand? I can't imagine he was, but I guess he was. Huh?
Yeah, he was. I mean, well, you have to remember, in New Zealand when I grew up, 95% of television was American. So I pretty much grew up watching the same shows you did.
Yeah. No, I can see that. So how do I set up the Google thing at the bottom here? I forget. How is that?
Well, it's been set up for the last 3 years.
Now, what's the button I press?
I'm sorry?
That doesn't really answer my question.
No, so it's the lower third app on the right-hand side of the...
no, so it used to be there, but now it's gone. There's no right-hand side for me now. No, it says a button that says smooth.
It's Hangout Toolbox.
Maybe because it's a Macintosh, it looks different for me. I don't know. Okay,
no, that's not it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. No, maybe I'm using a new...
So anyway, if people are liking my screen, I'm currently streaming from my DSLR camera. This is from my DSLR camera.
Let me see.
On Google Hangout. That's pretty cool, eh?
Oh, but Joe, I saw you 2 nights. Oh, last night was it? I saw you last night.
I was doing a test the other night. Yeah, last night.
It was beautiful, but tonight it's not as nice for me. I don't know why.
Well, it's a different lens. I was using a real shallow perspective lens, whereas now I'm using my actual good wide lens.
You should have used a shallow lens.
Well, that's nice.
But you're also fuzzy. You weren't fuzzy the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're kind of pixelated today.
Oh no. That's strange. I guess my connection's not that good. You know what? I don't see the HD mark on this either. So.
Is it my fault? Maybe I set it up. Oh, now you were clear for a second. Now you're gone again.
Yeah. I don't have the Google HD enabled, which is that sucks. I guess that's because of the tool I'm using. Maybe it's better quality with the Hangout if I just go straight to the webcam. But yeah, here's what it is.
Well, I'm trying to do the lower 1/3 thing, and I can't find anything that helps me do that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well,
Google
anyway, we did someone just join?
I can do the silly stuff. See, that's all I can do. The silly stuff. The stuff nobody needs. Like, who the fuck ever uses this? You know?
Oh.
I mean, seriously.
I just messed this up. Can you see me?
Yes. Yeah, I can see.
Sorry, I disappeared for myself for a minute. Anyway, so in terms of news, I'm gonna give some topics. We do not have any prepared topics, but let me give some random topics.
Well, let's talk about a few. There are a few J-blogging topics that I'm on top of. So before you actually teach me anything, which I am eager to hear. Okay, TKO Sam. You remember that guy?
I remember that guy.
He's doing a collaboration of Happy.
I saw that
song by Pharrell Williams.
Yeah.
And he's doing he wants to do a massive collaboration. He's asking for people to send clips of themselves dancing.
Yeah.
So I've already done it once, but then I met Tomoko today in class. I only see her once a week or so, and she said she wants to do it, so we might redo part of it for her. We're dancing, you know.
Cool.
So anyway, so if anyone's interested in doing that, please contact TKO Sam. It's gonna be massive. Now the thing is, I was thinking when he asked for this, I was thinking, aren't you a little bit late on the bandwagon here? But there's already a Tokyo one, there's a Nagoya one, there's a World one, there are hundreds of them. But he pointed out that there's not a J-vlogging one.
Yeah, you know, actually, I can say it now. I had a brilliant plan for the Hanami, which was I was going to make one at the Hanami. Actually, that was my big plan.
No, you should have. You should have told me. I would have bugged you to do it because that was earlier.
Yeah, but the problem was that I planned to. I set up the video. I set up a little mount to put my iPhone on top of the camera so that people could see the words and listen to the video while I recorded them, and I had it all perfectly set up, except that I was relying on doing it the way I always do, which is by having a connection for my iPhone to stream the song. The problem is I forgot until the day that whenever they have Hanami in Yogi Park, there's no mobile phones don't connect because there's so many people that all the phones don't work.
Really?
So I wasn't able to get it working. I should have captured the video and downloaded it onto the iPhone so I wouldn't need a data connection for it. So my brilliant plan that I went there all prepared for, I wasn't able to do. So I'm glad that Sam's doing it now. It would have been awesome doing it at the Hanami, actually. That would have been a great opportunity. But yeah, is what it is. So yeah, I'm going to join in this one, and I guess all of you guys should as well. Speaking of which, so who have we got in here? People complaining.
You've got like 60 people already.
Yeah, I see 23 comments, but yeah, I see a lot of people complaining.
I don't know.
Yeah, you've got to put the comments beside the video.
Yeah, it's too late. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to do that. I know it's
I know how to do it. I forget every time because we've been doing it the same way for 2 years, and suddenly we're changing.
It's change is difficult.
Yes, it's old guys like me. I'm like, okay.
Romano British says hello to you. Razel Gul complaining about no side chat. Oh, that's Shogunai. We've got Ibrahim Daroud. Good morning to you. Alicia Napong. Hey.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Michael Peckett's here. We got
Michael Peckett. Michael Peckett called me a moron.
No, you're the king of the morons.
And he said that I have a right because I'm mentally handicapped. I have a right to use that slang. But actually, I'm gonna ask him a question. What the hell is it?
When
I'm
you
gonna
say
ask
I,
him.
you mean as in him or no?
No, Michael Peckett says that we. No, I gotta show you something to illustrate this. Hold on a second. This is important. Wait a second.
I'm sure this is important, which is why I have to look at his chair and say nothing about anything else because I have to.
And I'm back. Check it out. Okay, so the word dumb. Oh no, Hiko, don't even think about this. What do you think about the word dumb?
It means speechless or deaf.
What is the first meaning that comes to your mind, Mr. PC?
It means unable to speak, deaf and dumb. They say someone.
That's the first meaning that comes to your mind?
Yeah, I don't know anything else.
Oh, God, you're lying, son of a bitch. Really? You must be kidding, right? Well, okay, yeah, of course, he doesn't want people to say dumb anymore because it means speechless, but I never think of that. Just like when I think of retard, I don't think of people mentally handicapped or people with Down syndrome. I think of mostly internet people. I don't think of a real. I don't think of the word real retard.
I don't think it's an appropriate.
Wow,
term to use for real.
I really kind of screwed myself with that comment, didn't I?
That's really a no-win. That whole that's what you call a no-win conversation, right?
Yes. Well, how about this?
There's no good place to go.
How about this?
The same as lame.
So I bought this stupid T-shirt, and then afterwards,
I would say it is an intellectually disabled T-shirt.
So I understand that the word lame refers to people who have walking problems or whatever, but generally speaking, when you say the word lame, it just means something that sucks, right?
Yeah,
that doesn't refer to that. But now, after seeing his comments on the word dumb, I'm thinking I'm not going to get away with that T-shirt. I'm going to get shit from Michael Peckett, Michael Peckett, the expert on the representative of all handicapped people in Japan. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I'm saying how about this? If you have a question about handicapped people, ask him. Stop asking me.
You know what I'm enjoying about this conversation is that you're perking up. You're looking brighter and happier.
Unless you're fat. If you're fat, don't ask him. Are fat people handicapped?
See, what I like about this is that when you start getting animated like this, you start to look really gay. And it's good to see people who are just in a happy mood.
Hey, do you think fat people are handicapped? I mean, I think they're physically handicapped, aren't they? People who cannot walk, they're so fat they can't walk. That's handicapped. That's a handicap.
Well, it depends. Do they suffer a disability because of it, apart from dying more quickly and costing more on public health? I mean, no, I don't think being fat in itself, maybe visually, it's harder to look at, but apart from that, I don't know.
No, but there are some people there in America, especially like in Walmart. Apparently, in Walmart they have these motorized chairs, wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And you can go there. You go to Walmart and you actually get a free wheelchair where you can shop easily because you're so obese you can't walk.
Well, but let's face it. If they can still make it all the way to a Walmart, they can't be that bad.
They had a car. They got a car.
I'm sure it was like a monster truck or something.
Yeah, well.
That would be hard to get into.
I think that's screwed up.
Anyway, thank you for pausing the video for this conversation. This was very important. And I'm glad that we covered
the T-shirt. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Same as lame. So we've got Cam Pinar, Emmett Fitzharris. You know Emmett Fitzharris? He's saying hello to you.
Never heard of him.
Emmett. Elise Nihon. Yeah, the shirt's fine. Everyone's saying Oishi Gaijin says hi. Contensai. Emily Louise Maitland says hi.
I like her. We got to get her on the show, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Do you think Emily? Do you think you can put up with us for 30 minutes?
No, she couldn't do that. Although she's Australian, so there's a chance. She's probably used to dealing with.
Hey, let me ask you about a New Zealander and Australian stuff. Do you guys? I understand you take the piss out of each other. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, okay, and because I'm half Australian, half New Zealand, I'm always taking it out of myself.
So, tell me some typical jokes about Australian people. I mean, New Zealand people have sex with sheep. I mean, we understand that. That's a typical joke, right?
Yeah, New Zealanders don't really do jokes. That's our problem. We're just humorless, grumbling kind of people. We don't really have very good jokes. I mean, we always play on little we try to make witty comments alluding to Australians being criminals and rapists and so on. But
I thought only Americans allude to that. It seems like a low blow. You know, talking about.
Honestly, Kiwis can't really do it. I mean, the thing with the Aussies is at least that they're kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, is my sound like wickedly out of sync? I'm seeing some comments and I'm out of sync.
It's fine.
Well,
I don't know why why is everything out of focus on over here? I don't know what's happening with that.
Maybe it's the wine. Are you sure the problem's technical? Is the pixelation?
I don't know.
Alcohol related. So okay, so we got the thing with Sam, the happy thing. That's good. You've been following the news?
No, not at all. Well, I know all those Korean kids died. That's a fucking shame. That's really horrible.
Yeah.
In fact, it's so bad that even American people care.
Yeah. Well, it takes a lot.
They don't usually care about anything. Yeah, apparently my parents were like, they emailed me about this, and they were like, "Did you hear about those kids?" And I'm like, "Really? You realize it's another country, right?" I'm like, yeah, we just feel bad about it. So I guess it's getting some airplay.
It's been number one news in Japan, even though there have been no Japanese people involved in it. So yeah.
No, well, the people who built the boat, they're going to suffer.
By the way, Michael Peckett's made an elaboration, which I just want to bring up to wrap up that last one.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So moron, according to the dictionary, is a person with a mental age of 8 to 12, which seems very specific to me, being the son of a 4.5-year-old myself. So you're still smarter than my son, which I don't really accept. But okay, 8 to 12, that's pretty good. I mean, if you're like some 12-year-olds, like really brainy 12-year-olds, like international model United Nations, some of them are like smarter than me, I think. So that's actually not so bad. But okay, with a mental age of 8 to 12, according to the OED, I think he means OECD. I don't know what OED is.
No, the Oxford English Dictionary, man. OED.
Okay.
Dude, it's a literary expression. OED. I'm a British. I'm an English literature major. So.
That would make sense. If it was up to the OECD, then the Germans would be making the spelling and everything.
Actually, according to the ADDs and the ADHD.
The ADHDs.
And the STDs, forget about them. Don't even ask the STDs.
Don't go there. According to OED, dumb means without speech and is an adjective. It is a noun, second meaning stupid. He's a moron makes sense. He's a dumb, or even he is dumb, is a contested idea. Lame 2, which apparently describes his condition, which is to lip. It does not describe how bad his videos are. Handicap means to disadvantage someone, like in sport.
However, I handicapped him.
Yeah. It used to be used, but you've met me. Do I seem lacking in something to you guys? No, I don't think he's lacking in anything. He's making very good. He's educating me. So
he drank a lot when I was with him. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
So anyway, did you hear about Shimane Prefecture?
No, tell me about that.
They lost a whole bunch of people, and they hit their lowest population. They're below 700,000 which is the lowest population since 1920. Shimane, that's like where Mayaga.
Shimane.
Yeah, Shimane.
That's where Ken Tanaka is from.
Oh, Ken Tanaka, of course.
Ken Tanaka is from, and that's where Taisha lives now, I think.
Well, that's the problem. Ken Tanaka.
Taisha Jason, you should be having sex and making children. It's all his fault.
That's probably it. Well, and Ken Tanaka went to California and became famous, and that's the problem. I mean, probably everybody's following the Hollywood dream now, and as a result, the prefecture's losing its population. I hear it's a lovely. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. I've been to a lot of Japan, but not that part. No.
Yeah, it's meant to be lovely. Japan, Sea of Japan, or it is the East Sea located to the west of Japan. By the way, how lame is that? I'm sorry, God. Now I feel self-conscious.
You said lame. Well,
yeah.
What's lame?
The Koreans trying to rename the Sea of Japan the East Sea.
Yeah, that's pretty limping. I don't know. What do we call it?
I'd say that's a suggestion.
That's fairly one leg is longer than the other. I don't know what to say.
That is a suggestion of a mental age of a very smart 12-year-old, I would say. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's dumb. I've always proposed that there be a compromise rather than call it the Sea of Japan, which upsets them, and they want to say the East Sea because they want to make it a geographic reference. But yeah, it doesn't make sense because it's to the west of Japan. So just call it the West Sea. Just let them just call it that. I think that's a good compromise.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
By the way, Justin Satov is apologizing for being 16 minutes late, but I think we were like 20 minutes late.
Were we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So he's doing better than us.
Of course, my fault, because for some reason I thought it was 11 p.m. I usually do shows at 11 p.m. and today I got it mixed up. I do shows 3 times a week at 11 p.m. on my English channel. So I got confused tonight. Sorry about that.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, so actually, but you're okay tonight?
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine tonight.
Cool. By the way, how's my videos? Okay.
So you tell us about your new equipment. I mean, I don't want to get caught up in that technology that you have, but it was beautiful yesterday. You showed why don't you show everyone, switch the lens for a second. Can you do that without interfering? Or?
I'm afraid I did a test before and I had to reboot.
It's gorgeous. It was really nice.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do it. This might screw everything up, but I'm gonna do it.
No, well, I'll be here. I'm eye candy for the ladies and gentlemen. So I'll just dance a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll just dance a little bit.
Hang on a sec.
I'll just dance. You guys play. Everyone load up Happy in your browser, and I'll just dance. While maybe I'll even show you a little skin. Woo, woo. There we go. Woo. There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm too skinny right now. I don't know. I've lost some muscle because I haven't been working out. But
can you see me? Yeah, you can hear me.
No, I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
Give it a sec. It might come back. It might just be the HDMI buffering up.
Give everyone a minute, and we will be.
I look fantastic.
No, he does look you look great, really.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna reboot.
Okay, go ahead. I'll be right here.
I'll be back. Oh, there I am. Oh, there we go. It just took some time.
There we go. Oh, is that the new lens?
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Am I moving? Am I not moving?
No, you're not moving.
Oh, well, that is the other lens.
I don't know why it's all foggy on the side with my. Oh, what's this mean? Oh, there we go. What the hell is that? Oh, look at that. Suddenly we're on the beach. Yay. I don't know how that happened. I didn't mean that at all. But, oh. That's weird. Why can't I just be normal?
I ask that all the time.
Oh, here we go. We're normal. Oh, I see. Here we go. Auto adjusts. Let's get rid of that. And we should be normal. No, it doesn't work. I'm trying to fix this. Ah, here we go. Ah, there we go. Back to a normal background. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't like me switching up on the fly, but let me. Oh, come on.
What do you guys think? Background, in or out? Should the background be in or out? What do you think? Adjust your bokeh. Okay.
I'll say. Adjust your.
Hey, so I got a new camera.
Oh, what camera did you get? Okay, I'm gonna reboot. So.
Okay, good. I'll talk to them. Okay, so I got. So I've been thinking about getting a new camera for a long time. There's a new 70, the Canon 70D, which is the first good autofocus video camera on an SLR. So I mean, there are video cameras that will do autofocus as you're filming, but when it comes to SLRs, no SLR has done a good job. The T2, the Canon T2i, the T2i, is it T4i? I don't know. T2i Rebel, one of the Rebel cameras. Anyway, those can do it, but not such a good time. The first camera that can really do a good job, apparently, is the 70D. Okay, 70D. Unfortunately, it costs $1,100, $1,100 in Japan. Well, Jumang, yeah, about that much. I would imagine a little bit more in America. $1,200 in America. And I've been really torn between that camera and another camera, which is a completely different. How do I explain this? Okay, so you know, you got a girl who's got great legs, and you got a girl over here who's got great big boobs. You know, which one do you choose? It's completely different. You know, so my camera with nice long legs is the I'm sorry to be so graphic there, but is the Sony HX400V, which is the new bridge camera. Sony's been making these bridge cameras for a while, and if you guys remember Mark the crazy cyclist, the crazy German cyclist, he had the Sony 100, HX100, and he did so much with that camera. He got so much accomplished. It was just great. That I was jealous, even though it did. I mean, it was a bridge camera. You know, a bridge camera means it looks like an SLR, but you cannot change the lens, and you're pretty limited. But it has great like telephoto capabilities, all in one little camera, and other stuff. Now the 400 has 100 times zoom lens. Well, 50 times plus a digital, another 50. So it's amazing, basically. Like I've been watching all the YouTube videos on this, and it's amazing. I'm so in love with this camera, but it doesn't do such good autofocus video. But it does it. Apparently, from what I can tell, it does it. So I thought, what do I really want? Do I want? Oh, he's back. Do I want I want both, you know, but I can't afford both. So I'm going for the cheaper first. I'm going for the cheaper camera, which is only $450 for the Sony. But the thing is, it's so popular right now that you cannot buy it anywhere. I went to a few stores; they're sold out everywhere. I eventually had to order it, and it will be here on May 10th. So it's still quite 10 days away. 10 days away. So it's 10 days away, but we'll see. It should be pretty. It should be a lot of fun. It will not provide beautiful bokeh like the Canon does, but it should be fun. Anyway, the thing about that kind of when you're a vlogger is a lot of vloggers like myself and other vloggers is we get caught up in the technology, which is a big mistake. You don't want to do that. You want to just concentrate on content, right? Some people spend a lot of time creating content, and as a result, their output is low.
Hey.
Oh, there we are.
Hello.
So it's it's a trade. You know, spend time on content, low. But as you guys know, I put out content all the time, so my quality is probably suffering a bit. You know, but it's a hard line it's a hard tightrope to walk. Hiko, well, have you thought about that? Has that bothered you at all, or?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so some people spend a lot of time creating content, and so they do not publish or make videos frequently because they're concentrating on
quality
content, right? Quality, right? Because they don't have the time. But other people like myself, you know, spit out videos almost daily.
Yeah.
Right, and of course the quality suffers as a result. How have you struggled with this?
Well, to tell the truth, I mean, I used to try to make as good videos as possible and to edit every time, and now I just don't have the time that I used to have. So I
don't either. Yeah.
I just go for this because it's easy, frankly, and I try to keep the content interesting to the extent that that's possible. So I don't know. It's just it's a compromise now. I mean, I wish I could spend time on doing more artsy stuff, but I just can't nowadays. So
yeah, you've got a kid, so you are my future, basically, in a way. I mean, I'm gonna have a kid this year, so.
That's right. Take a look, weep.
So hey, so why don't you give me some advice as a father? How was it the first I don't know, first few months, or even while your wife was pregnant? What changed in your life?
To tell the truth, during the pregnancy, not a lot changed actually. It's pretty much but from when the child's born, you have no time anymore, no privacy, no time, you can't sit down and do something. You always, if you're awake, you have to be doing something to help your wife or to help the kid, and selfish time, which I never used to think of as selfish, but time doing something by yourself, like reading a book or looking at the internet or checking email or sitting at a computer like I'm doing now. It's something I only get to do in the time between when my son goes to bed, the house is clean, and before I go to sleep. So, you know, it's just basically you have to cram all of your freedom, which you don't think of as freedom until after you have the kid, but all of your freedom gets crammed into 1 or 2 hours, maybe 1 hour a day. And so that's it. You just have to kind of adjust everything. And so, you know, it depends, of course. Depends on the marriage. There are some marriages where guys are able to go out drinking every night, and they do that.
I've seen that. There's some guys who seem to they don't slow down at
all. There are some guys who do it, but the thing is also, remember, you know, Japanese wives tend to be kind of tough. You know, like they tend to be kind of strong, and even if you presume you're going to have that freedom, I mean, I thought I might continue playing rugby, or I might cut back from playing and just referee. But no, I mean, because that means I'll lose a whole day on the weekends. So I don't know. I mean, it just means that you're going to have less time, and you're going to have to manage that time a lot more to get in the things that you want to do. And this is how I do that. You know, and this is easy because I can just come in here, and this is just one set time that I do every week. But yeah, I don't know. It's just you'll just have this time.
After a while, you became able to do the Sunday show too.
Yeah. Well, and I do it in the same way.
Sorry.
What was that?
Sorry.
But yeah, no. So what it comes down to is probably, you know, I don't know, how much time would you say you spend doing stuff on your own outside of work, but not with your wife each week?
Oh, a couple hours a day. 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day.
Okay. Well, it's probably not that different, but especially for the first 2 years, or the first year when the baby's born, you're not even going to have those 2 hours. You know, it's going to be really.
Well, I expected that. Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, you'll get it back over time, but probably you'd be looking at going from having about, you know, so maybe 15 hours a week to do stuff to probably like 3 or 4 hours of real, genuine personal time. And, yeah, you just have to adjust. And this is why a lot of people who see that and understand that make a conscious decision not to have kids and to have you know, and there's actually a lot of advantages to that, you know, in terms of financially and freedom and self-fulfillment and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, but at the same time, having a kid's great. And when you've got a kid, you don't feel like you're, I mean, sure you are compromising, and I guess in some levels you're missing out, but at the same time, you know, you got something else instead. You know, for me, that's cool. I mean, that is what it is. But yeah. Dry Jean had twins. Sister had twins, and they had no spare time. That's right.
Your sister had twins?
Dry Jean. Someone called Dry Jean. Canada Jean 3 is asking why she can't see me. I'm guessing you clicked on yourself so that it's not switching back and forth anymore.
Oh, really? How about now?
I don't know.
I didn't click on it. Maybe when you clicked out, it automatically clicked on it. I don't know.
I've just got to show myself all the time.
I clicked on you. You should be visible there.
The screen only shows you, which is interesting. Because I can see.
I'm clicked on you. I can only see you, actually.
It's kind of funny, but the broadcast video only shows you, which is interesting.
No, I'm showing. I'm only seeing you. I've clicked on your face. You're like filling my whole screen. You are my whole world.
Oh, and there I am. So see, people want to see me. This is me with the other lens, and it does look pretty cool.
No, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
It looked better. It looked better using the thing that you were using yesterday, whatever that was.
This is the one I was using yesterday.
No, not. I mean, I think we're using the regular Google Hangout. I think the thing you were using yesterday was different.
Right. Well, yeah, this is going through 2 or 3 pieces of software, which I guess is affecting that. But yeah.
Oh, it's different. Well, it was pretty good. So let me ask you a strange question. What if you did not have a full-time job? And the question is, how much of your life would you share on YouTube?
That depends.
Would it change, you think? I noticed yesterday that your son came into the corner of the picture and he started yelling at you.
That wasn't my son, actually. That was my son's friend, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, but you turned the camera away.
Yes.
Okay, so what? I mean, I've always been curious about that because I feel like honestly, I think that when we hide our personal lives in a way, now your camera looks really nice suddenly. Now you're looking really like I'm seeing you in really sharp. I can see the gleam on your glasses.
Yeah.
Really in focus. Wow, that's amazing. Still, no, I feel like sometimes when we hide part of our lives, I feel like it means that the terrorists, in a way, have won. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, they have won to a certain extent. I mean, the point is, I mean, when it's yourself, you can make judgments about what kind of risks and how much openness you want to have online. But one, when it comes to others, you have to take it. It becomes a different standard, and two, it's not just me. Obviously, it's a rule. And Japanese people are really, really super paranoid about the internet and so on. About especially putting photos of kids on the internet and stuff like that. So, and I know a lot of Japanese couples that never, or Japanese people that just never put photos of themselves ever on the internet. Even video makers on YouTube who are like super paranoid about putting themselves on the internet.
I don't understand that.
Well, but it's a major part of the culture here. I mean, probably I would actually say the majority of Japanese people with registered YouTube accounts that upload videos have probably never uploaded a picture of themselves. I'd say probably more than 50%, and that's the culture. So you think you make that, transpose that to a kid, and and again, the presumption is always the worst case, of what can happen. People are straight to trying to imagine, So yeah, the rule is in the family that I can keep doing this, but my son's not to participate till he's old enough to make his own choice, and that's cool. That's one of the rules that we have in this house.
Half of the reason I want to have kids is just slavery. It's legal slavery, basically. Go get my slippers.
Well, that's right. But
take out the garbage. Cut the grass. You mean you're not going to make your kid do any of that?
Sure. But
not on camera.
But broadcasting in publicly is something which, if my wife was cool with it, I might consider it. But she's not, and that's cool as well. So that's what I do.
That's true. Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah, if your wife is not cool with it, then yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, that's.
I don't know what Yoko would say actually. I know she's not against YouTube. She's not interested. She's just not interested. She said.
Yeah.
So the other day I got together with these two other vloggers in Nagoya here. Shane, you know Gaijin Shane.
Yeah, Gaijin Shane.
And Regan, Japan with Regan.
Yeah.
And we all had dinner together, my wife too, as well. And she thought she likes them. She thought they're nice guys, etc. And then she said at the end of it, she goes, "Wow, you guys are really enjoying yourselves. So you really like YouTube?" Like it just seems such a question for her,
Yeah. Well, I mean. And remember as well, and again in Japan, I find people in their hobbies and so on are kind of. By the way, I must admit now it's showing nothing but me, and I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable. So you can just unclick one of the things that just switches back and forth with the sound. But
can you see me now?
On the hangout, yeah. I mean, yeah. No, that's right. So anyway. Yeah, but Japanese keep their personal hobbies, even from their wives and so on. Their work and their personal hobbies and stuff like that is generally all pretty detached from one another. Like they're quite good at compartmentalization. And again, to me, I don't know.
That's a nice word for it. Keeping secrets. No.
Yeah, well, it's not even secrets though. It's just people have their space. You don't have a lot of physical space in Japanese society, so people make up for it through personal space, in terms of people, what they do and hobbies and so on. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, and I've become like that myself. And this is what that is. This is kind of a little escape. This is my little world that I mean, there is this thing. You always think it'd be really cool to have a girlfriend who wants to do all the same things that you want to do. That's kind of an ideal people have in the abstract. But let's be honest. I mean, it kind of. I don't know. I honestly think now it'd kind of suck to have a girlfriend who was really into YouTube and wanted to do everything with you. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of cool.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that I've actually wanted that. I mean, I thought it's cool to have people who are interested in it, like Tomoko from my school.
Yeah.
I mean, we're old friends. We don't talk. I mean, like I don't call her up and say, "Hey, what's up?" But it's cool that she's into it. Like it's cool that she's into it. When we get together, we'll make a video and we'll have fun together. But after that, it's like it's our lives are completely different. But let's talk about Charles Trippey. Do you know about him?
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah.
So apparently, I heard through Reneto that he got divorced, and he was making his videos with his wife.
Yeah.
For years.
Mm.
And this is a guy. I'm on his channel right now. This is a guy who has 546 million views.
Yeah.
Which is 530, almost 525 million more views than I have. It's an amazing amount of views, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, you know, he's just so, and he's shared his life every single day for years and years and years, and now he just gets a divorce and he doesn't even talk about it. From what I heard, I heard he didn't talk about it. He just stopped showing his wife in camera. So I'm confused.
I bet it drove you crazy.
What?
But this is kind of why. I mean, well, and come back to Tomoko for a second, who for me, in my world, is bigger than Charles Trippey. I mean, would you want to, well, you know, this is a theoretical, I mean, would you want to marry someone that you just made videos with all the time? I don't know. I think that would kind of suck.
Yeah, that when you, no.
Taisha Jason makes a good point. What about Rachel and Jun? They seem to have fun together, which is true.
Yeah, see, it works. It works with some people, but
when you're dating, it's different to when you're married, though, which they're gonna find out. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, Michael Peckett actually raises the reverse situation, which is that he's interested in us and not really in my son. And you can underestimate the detail disturbed people pick out of photos and video. You cannot underestimate the detail that the freaks out there will pick up. And I think that's ultimately exactly what it comes down to. I mean, yeah, you know, you can have a bloody puppy channel or a kitten channel or a baby. Look at my baby channel. But the problem is you're going to get one or two freaks, and it's just going to become really unpleasant, especially if it's your own kid, you know, and you're posting baby videos online to everybody. And again, kitten video, yeah, you get a puppy if you want to do that, and that's fine, but that's not what this channel's about, right? This is not what this show and, you know, what this thing is about. So
well, for you and I, since we've been doing this for a while, if I suddenly started talking about, you know, if I suddenly started bringing my baby into every video, it would be awkward. It would be kind of. It
would be awkward for me. I don't think just having your baby there would be awkward, but I think if every video became about babies, and gossiping about babies, and this is actually what people become like, right? This is why people can't stand married people with babies, because they can't talk to them anymore. Because, you know, they want to talk about, oh my God, my kid took an incredible dump on all over me the other day. We had to get the hoses out, and, you know, and that's actually incredibly funny to the people who've been through it, and it's really, really disturbing and annoying and hard to relate to for anybody else.
Yes.
So
I agree. It's boring to everyone else, pretty much.
So your channel could become all of that, but it's like these Facebook people, you know, who just post nothing but baby photos, and I'm like that as well. But I always post with privacy settings on. Not so much even because of the freaks, but just because I want to, you know, make sure I'm not annoying people the way that I used to get annoyed by people like that. So it's all good, but no. But in terms of, it's just a conscious choice that for me, the YouTube thing, this is my world, and this is our world on the show, and that's cool. That's what it is. You know, we define the parameters and we work within this. It's not. You know, I mean, you can do it chaos, and you can change it, but then people lose interest.
Actually, I actually respect. I respect the desire to not post pictures because you're annoying your friends. Yeah. More than the desire to not post pictures because you're afraid that some weirdo is sexualizing your children. Because I think that's inevitable. People sexualize things. You cannot control that. People could be sexualizing you right now.
Well, and that's my choice, but you know, prostituting your own kids is something different.
No, but you're not prostituting. You can't. I mean, if you want to share your kids with your family, what?
Unless you're making money doing something. You know, I mean, well, but this is the point. Exactly. If you're willing to accept that that's going to happen out there, and it doesn't bother you.
But it's going to happen anyway. You take your kid to the park. There's going to be some weirdo in the corner, like sexualizing your kids in the corner. You can't stop that. There's nothing you can do about that.
I think you can stop that. That's what you call the police for if someone's standing there doing that.
Well, if someone's sitting there masturbating, of course, that's another question. But you can't really stop anyone from thinking.
So the point is,
You can't.
That's a choice you get to make with your kids when you have kids. Do you want to go out there and hang them in front of masturbators, or do you just want to?
Come on, masturbators! Here, lunchtime. No, you're right. That's a good point. It's a good point.
You know what I mean? It's up to you. And there are plenty of people out there who hang it out there, and because they're dumb.
A very simple
because,
argument for me to make as someone who does not have a kid yet.
Yeah. You know.
And I got to tell you, you know, a lot of people would masturbate to Maggie, and I was like okay with that. But you know, if it were an actual my own flesh and blood, you know, maybe I would think twice. So.
But yeah, and why do you have to go there? Honestly, I mean, you know, it's not. Again, you want to make a channel for it. That's what you did. You made like 20 channels. I'm sure people who wanted to interact inappropriately with Maggie, they had Give Me a Bone Dog. even the name of that channel was asking for trouble. That's
true. I never thought about it then, but yeah.
But this is the thing. So, you know, I mean, no, so simple thing. This is my thing. This is us talking about Japan and YouTube and family stuff. I might do a family channel one day, but for now I'm cool, you know, and yeah, and let kids decide themselves. This is just another thing, you know. What do you think about these parents who put their kids into pageants? You know, even you got a cute kid and you can show them off.
Screwed up.
But wait a minute, how different is that to putting your kid on?
You're right. It's the same. It's completely the same. But
in fact, it's worse in a way because, you know, again, you're talking AdSense. You're talking, you know, I mean, there are people who do whole, you know, channels themed on being parents and being annoying and stuff like that. But yeah, waving a kid around who you know, as AdSense bait, who doesn't have any say in the matter. And again, you know, fine, that's fine for a lot of people, but for me, yeah, that's cool. When he's old enough, I'll ask him, and if he wants to, you know, I'll probably make a bunch of rules for him when he starts out on the internet. And hell, there might not even be the internet by the time he gets around to it. There'll be something different, but you know, we'll do that in the future.
It'll be something different. What could it be?
I don't know. I'm sure back in, you know, I mean, 20 years ago, we would have said, I'll bet everybody's going to be faxing each other like crazy. 20 years from now, we might have a faxing show or something. And what else could there be?
We'll probably have things embedded in our eyeballs. Like,
who knows? But point being,
our head, a little button on the side of our head. Push, who knows?
But yeah.
Well, hey, have you been in touch with, let me give you a visual hint here.
Yes, I was meaning to ping him tonight actually before this and try to get a thing. I'm going to ping him again right after this.
What's his name again? Jake
Adelstein.
Yes, very good. I was testing you.
Yeah.
You got it right.
I have to practice it with the Long Island accent.
I was saying Adelstein forever as well.
So was I don't know, Adelstein just kind of, what is this? There's a lot of those names that end in Stein, and it's what
do you mean those names? What do you mean, like Jew names that we're saying?
There's a lot of, well, they might be German, or they might be Jewish, or they might be Central European, or who knows. But the point is that it always feels natural to me to read them like with Steen on the end. But I think actually in most cases it's almost always Stein. If they say it's Steen, it's almost based on a mispronunciation, I think. Have you ever seen Young Einstein?
Yes.
With Frankenstein, who hates his image, so he calls everyone to call him Frankenstein.
Oh, I don't remember that, but it's been years.
Albert Einstein. No, we have to make sure we pronounce Stein like a Stein.
Right. So, do you have anyone for next week?
No. So this is the thing. So I guess I'm going to start hitting people up. I really want to get Wendy Tokunaga on as well, by the way.
Who's that?
She's an author of what it's like being married to a Japanese dude, and she's written a bunch of books. But she's a writer. But she's pretty cool. I follow her on Twitter. And you know what, Emily Louise Maitland, you are invited. We want to get you on. So maybe on Victor's channel, maybe on my channel, but yeah.
By the way, Taisha Jason just says that Bob Hoskins just died at age 71.
Was he 71? Wow, it seems like just like a year ago he was like Mario.
Yeah.
Which no one watched. But okay, well, that's very sad to hear.
Wow. That was the guy from the Mona Lisa movie, right?
Sorry?
Mona Lisa?
Mona Lisa, indeed, the prostitute driver, yes.
Yes.
I never understood why they got such great reviews, but yeah, well, he was in some good movies. What was a good movie that he was in?
I thought Mona Lisa was great.
Okay. I'm trying to think. There are other movies. I really liked Super Mario Brothers, but I don't think that worked.
Really? 71 years old, yeah.
Rest in peace.
He was in Snow White and the Huntsman. I don't remember. I actually have that movie. I don't remember him in it at all.
Wow, that sounds like that could be a totally different movie.
Oh, no, I don't have that movie. I don't have it. Outside Bed, Neverland, Will, Christmas Carol, The Street, Pinocchio, Doomsday. None of these. I don't know any of these movies. I know a lot of movies. Son of the Mask. Oh, my God. Odin. Yeah, I'm looking at these movies. Oh, these are like not well-known movies at all.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's what there you go.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit.
And Hook. Hook was a great movie.
Captain Jack. Don't remember that.
Yeah, Brazil. He was in Brazil. I did not know
Brazil
that.
was a great movie.
Oh, I did not know that. But yeah.
I was watching Hollow Man last night. Like it's on Hulu, right? You know Hollow Man?
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. That's got a bunch of pretty big actors in it, actually. But they're all, you know.
Speaking of Kevin Bacon, apparently Mainichi and Yomiuri both put out editorials this week against Japan's law that bans dancing.
Who?
Sorry?
Who put out these?
The Yomiuri Shimbun and Mainichi Shimbun. They both put out editorials.
That law is so subjectively used. I mean, you've been to clubs. People dance here. That's such a bullshit.
Yeah, so that's right. So that's why, you know, I mean, I like to call it the Kevin Bacon law. And it's good to see that there's people starting to pay attention to the inappropriate use of it. Apparently, I mean, it was kind of hilarious. They arrested a nightclub owner last week, and he went to court where he apparently pleaded innocent to the crime of dancing. I don't know, how do you even, I mean, putting together that argument would be kind of fun. It wasn't really dancing. I was just, I had a twin.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure I could get witnesses to verify that what I do is it doesn't constitute dancing.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
well, let's wrap up for this evening. And
yes. So this has been
by
a
the way,
super
next
short
weekend. Oh shit! You know who's going to be on next weekend? You know who I have next weekend?
Who are you having next weekend?
Chan. She's actually coming to Nagoya.
Oh, awesome.
Kemushi-chan. I don't know. Am I going to make it back in time?
Well, if you don't, I'll dance, or I will do something that looks like dancing, but will not.
I know. She said she's got the Shinkansen to catch. So yeah, I'll make it back in time. It's a shame we couldn't have her on the show though, but maybe I'll take some video and show it to you. All right.
Cool.
Anyway, she's coming to Nagoya, so. Today
was a highly random show, but sometimes it's good to have one of those.
Yes, April 30th. All right. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. My name is Victor. Give me a Flakeman. You've been watching Hiko Simon on the Hiko Simon channel.
With my new lens connecting thing. That
what was the device that you used? Finally, you were able to connect your camera.
It was an Ava Media portable gamer, live gamer portable. This thing.
What did this go for?
About $200. About the amount.
Were you able to return the magic thing, magic box, or whatever?
No, I've still got it. I'm still going to try to make it work, but it's going to take some time and some more effort to do that. And that will be the better quality device. But frankly, this is perfectly good enough quality, right?
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Yeah. No, it looks good. Yeah. Right, so thanks for watching. See you guys next week on Hiko Simon's channel. 10:30 p.m. on Wednesday. It'll be just after Golden Week.
Yeah, that's right. And see you Sunday on my channel of my other show.
Yes. Tokyo. What's it called? Tokyo Tonight, right?
Which I do 11 p.m. every Sunday on my channel, which is me just talking directly with you guys. And yeah, so I'll see you again then, and see you next week on my channel next time for 2.5 Oyajis.
Good night, guys. Peace out.